EÚEAWO, EÚEAWO, Dogonami. This is lessons that we want to take for the time. We are going through the scripture and to unravel who really God of Hebrew really is. And today's lecture, I title it The Secret of 1 Samuel chapter 7. The Secret. And my subtopic is Revealing Yeveh, or the other people call it Yahweh. Yahweh. That is the God of EÚEAWO or Hebrews, or if you like, you say Israelites. That is questionable anyway. Yes, so this lesson is to all Africans, all EÚEAWO across the world. When we say EÚEAWO, we mean the Hebrews, because we believe that we are the true Hebrews. We are the people that was there, who has done all these things that are recorded in the Bible. And so there are more to unravel why we say that we are EÚEAWO. And I will not go into that today, but I want us to see the secrets of Yeveh, or who really Yeveh is. And so we're going to go through 1 Samuel chapter 7. And when we go to that place, I will show you who really Yeveh is. We're going to take this and we'll be able to identify our God, who our God is. And if really we're still preserving our God, or we still worship our God today in Africa. 1 Samuel chapter 7 verse 1 says, So the men of Kiriah Jearim came and took up the ark of the Lord. They brought it to Abinadab's house on the hill, and consecrated Eleazar his son to guard the ark of the Lord. And I put the Lord here into bracket Yeveh. So in my readings, I'll be replacing the Lord with Yeveh. So the ark remained at Kiriah Jearim a long time, that is about 20 years in all. Then all the people of Israel turned back to Yeveh. Verse 3 says, So Samuel said to all the Israelites, If you are returning to Yeveh with all your hearts, then rid yourselves of the foreign gods. Mind you that this is the time that the Israelites came back from Egypt, to Israel, and so they worship some other gods. Even along the way, they created their golden calf, which is the god itself. So they served a lot of gods when they were in Egypt, and so when they came to Israel, they still practice such gods, foreign gods, and the Ashtoreth is also another god. And commit yourself to Yahweh and serve him only, and he will deliver you out of the hand of Philistines. Verse 4 says, So the Israelites put away their Baals and Ashtoreths and serve Yahweh only. Verse 5 says that, Then Samuel said, Assemble all Israel at Mizpah, and I will intercede with Yeveh for you. When they had assembled at Mizpah, they drew water and poured it out before Yeveh. Again, I want us to pause here a little bit. Here is a typical example of what we do in Africa. This is what we call libation pouring. You can see that Samuel, when he assembled the Israelites for him to intercede on their behalf, the Israelites drew water and poured it before Yahweh. And so therefore, what it means here is that they have poured libation for their God. On that day, they fasted and there they confessed, "We have sinned against Yahweh." Now Samuel was serving as leader, a leader of Israel at Mizpah. So mind you that at this time Samuel is not a king, but is seen as a leader or is acting on behalf of the Israelites, speaking to their God Yahweh. When the Philistines heard that Israel had assembled at Mizpah, the rulers of the Philistines came up to attack them. When the Israelites heard of it, they were afraid because of the Philistines. It says, they said to Samuel, "Do not stop crying out to the Lord our God for us, that he may rescue us from the hand of the Philistines." Then Samuel took a suckle lamb, watch this one again, the suckle lamb, and sacrificed it as a whole burnt offering to the Lord, or to Yahweh. Killing of lambs to our God is a normal practice in Africa, and at that matter in Ghana, and that matter EУEAWO is not something so strange to us, something we practice all the time. He cries out to the Lord on Israel's behalf, and the Lord answered him. Now let's see how the Lord answered Israel or Samuel. And this is where I want us to now see the secret of Yahweh and what Yahweh stands for. While Samuel was sacrificing the burnt offering, the Philistines drew near to engage Israel in battle. But that day, Yeveh thundered with loud thunder against Philistine and drew them into such a panic that they were routed before the Israelites. Now, this is where the secret of Yahweh has been revealed. This is where I was dragging everybody to. Our God is not called Yahweh. Our God is called Yeveh. This alphabet or this letter here has never been part of English and can never be pronounced properly by an Englishman. This is what we call V. And so our God is Yeveh, and we are Yeveh. For those who are called by my name, and so those who are called by my name, the people who are called by his name and they are God's people. So we are Yeveh, and our God is Yeveh. And so this Yeveh that we know and we have carried from Israel all the way to where we are today in the Volta region of Ghana, we fear this name Yeveh. We don't mention it just like our God Yeveh thundered, kills people. Anytime you have done anything wrong and your name has been taken to Yeveh or has been given to Yeveh to deal with you, you need to be scared. Anytime you begin to hear thunder, or thunder begins to strike, even when it's raining and thunder striking, or thunder, thundering, there is this fear that is going to kill you. And so we fear our God and we know our God from time immemorial, that we, EÚEAWO, or the Hebrew, aka the Hebrew, our God is Yahweh. And you can see it here. This is exactly what our God does. So let's continue, even though this is where I'm driving this lesson to. We'll be back. The 11 says that then men of Israel rushed out of Mizpah and pursued the Philistines, slaughtering them along the way to the point below Beth-Kar. 12 says, then Samuel took a stone and set it up between Mizpah and Shen. He named it Ebenezer, saying, thus far Yeveh has helped us. Or that's how far Yeveh has helped us. 13 says, so the Philistines were subdued and they stopped invading Israel's territory. Throughout Samuel's lifetime, the hand of the Lord was against the Philistines. The towns from Ekron to Gath that the Philistines had captured from Israel were restored to Israel, and Israel delivered the neighboring territory from the hands of Philistines. And there was peace between Israel and Ammonites. 15 says, Samuel continued as Israel's leader all the days of his life. From year to year, he went on a circuit from Bethel to Gilgal to Mizpah, judging Israel in all those places. But he always went back to Ramah, where his home was, and there he also held court for Israel, and he built an altar there to Yahweh. So if you see clearly from this scripture that the secret of 1 Samuel chapter 7, which I subtitle as Revealing Yahweh, or if you like, you can see the characteristics of Yahweh, the God of EÚEAWO, or Hebrews, aka Hebrews, is clearly right here. It's clearly right here in this chapter or in this page, that our God thunders is not the kind of God that Christians worship today. That we don't know how he looks like, how he behaves, how he acts. But clearly the Bible told us, or the Bible points to something significant for us to identify our God with, who really our God is. And we come to know here that our God is a God that thunders. Sorry, this page. It's our God. Our God is the God that thunders. And his name is not Yahweh. His name is not Lord. His name is Yeveh. Yeveh is the name of our God, and he thundered. If he want to strike, or if he want to, work, his work manifest, or his voice manifest in thundering.